relatives getting gifts they asked for, but not happy. Every Christmas, I used to spend hours picking out the perfect gifts for my family. I'm talking researching what people actually wanted, driving to different stores, wrapping everything nice with bows and ribbons. I loved seeing people's faces light up when they opened something I put real thought into. My Aunt Linda and Uncle Steve were the worst gift givers in the family, though. Every year, they'd show up with the most random dollar store stuff. One year, my aunt gave my mom plastic hangers. My uncle once gave my dad a flashlight that broke the same night, but they always expected nice things back. I'd get my aunt an $80 cashmere scarf. She'd give me a candle that smelled like burning plastic. My cousin handed me grocery store socks with the $2.49 tag still on. 3 years ago at Thanksgiving, they made this big announcement about what Christmas really means. My aunt goes, "Gifts aren't what's important. It's about family unity and spending time together. We've decided we're not going to spend more than $5 on gifts anymore. We encourage everyone else to do the same." I knew exactly what was happening. They didn't want to spend money on other people while still getting nice stuff for themselves. They made good money too. He worked in finance. She was a nurse. They just didn't want to put in any effort. That Christmas, my aunt handed out terrible $5 gifts to everyone. Little notepads, free pens, random junk drawer stuff. But when it was time to open gifts, they sat there expecting everyone else to ignore their rule. And most people did. My mom still got my aunt a nice sweater. I had gotten my uncle a really cool portable speaker. My aunt opened her sweater and goes, "Oh, this is so nice. See, this is what Christmas is about. Thoughtful gifts." I wanted to scream. She literally just said gifts don't matter, and now she's gushing over a sweater while everyone else got her garbage. So I made a decision. Next year, I was going to give them exactly what they asked for. I spent the whole next year collecting the most useless things I could find under $5. For my aunt, I found this plastic garlic peeler that looked like a rubber tube and dead batteries. For my uncle, a tiny flashlight keychain so dim you couldn't see anything, and a car air freshener that smelled like a nursing home. Christmas morning comes around. My aunt opens her gift and pulls out the garlic peeler, turning it over, looking completely confused. I go, "Oh, you're so lucky. That's a garlic peeler. Super useful for cooking. And those batteries are perfect for your TV remote." My uncle finds his dim flashlight and nasty air freshener. The look on their faces was priceless. My aunt goes, "This is interesting." I smiled really big and said, "Well, you guys said gifts should be under $5 and it's all about family unity anyway. So I followed your rule exactly. Everything there cost less than $5. The room went dead quiet. My mom was trying not to laugh. My dad suddenly became very interested in his coffee. What could she say? She made the rule. She said gifts don't matter. And now she's sitting there with a garlic peeler and dead batteries looking like someone canceled Christmas. The best part was other family members had heard about my plan. My mom got my aunt sticky notes. My dad gave my uncle a single pair of socks. By the end, my aunt and uncle had a pile of the most random, useless junk you've ever seen. My aunt was so mad she barely spoke for the rest of the day. She kept making comments about how some people take things too literally. Want to know the best part? The very next year, there was no mention of the $5 rule. Not a single word. My aunt showed up with actual wrapped presents that cost real money. They never brought up cheap gifts again. They learned real quick that if you make the rules, you better be ready to play by them too.